Welcome, everyone. This is my buddy Mike.
This is my buddy Tom, and together we make poor decisions. Hey, if you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps our channel out. And leave a comment in the comment section. We appreciate that. So today we have finished bourbons.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
This is our first double blind.
Double blind. So we had 6 or 7 bottles, and Erin got to choose 7 bottles, so she chose 4 of the 7. So we really don't know what we have in front of us.
We don't.
You know, so...
And they're all finished, which in bourbon terms is a bourbon that has been aged in a new American oak barrel. And then charred American oak barrel. Charred. And then transferred from that barrel into another barrel for a finishing process, which adds additional flavors.
It could be like port wine, sherry, Tabasco sauce. I've seen
maple barrels.
Maple's good.
What else have they done? Who knows?
Yeah, and port wine.
Port
wine I've seen.
French oak, Amberana is a big one.
Yeah, French oak's definitely different than American oak. Well, it's oak. The difference is that the French split the staves like you're splitting firewood, and the Americans saw the staves. And the French think that we're barbarians because we saw through the cells.
Not the natural grain.
Right. So we saw through the cells of the wood, and they think it makes it a little more bitter. And it's something in wine that they do.
Interesting. I did not know that.
So. So, let's start off with A, see what we got.
I think this is going to be a fun wine.
It's high proof. To be fair, I'm getting just like alcohol off the nose. I'm not getting like any other flavors or...
Yeah, I'm getting like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Nope. That is definitely a grape finish.
It tastes... Yeah, and I see the Cinnamon Toast Crunch at the...
Like at first it was like cinnamon, and then it was like sour grape. I don't know, it's weird.
It is, but it's not as complex as some of the other ones that we've had. This is just very simple. You know, there's not a lot of things going on. It's not bad. You know, it's fine for a neat pour.
I get like grape skin on that.
Like the tannins off of that? Interesting. Let's go with B.
Definitely need to cleanse our palates. Between these, they're going to be so different.
Yeah, I'm getting the chlorine and the fluoride off of that.
Thank you, Asheville.
It's Asheville City water, which is which is way different than the well water that I have in Robbinsville that I'm pumping right out of the ground. That has absolutely no minerals content in it whatsoever. It's really crazily smooth water, and it's very soft water.
It has minerals, I'm sure.
It's just
good ones.
It's just very soft water too, you know, because it takes a while to wash the soap off from nothing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Moving on to B.
Yeah.
We forgot to toast.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
We do that every show. We forgot.
Well, we're trying to do that every show. What we actually do is subjective.
Wow.
You kind of get an orangey thing going on there. Cherry. I have no idea. that
is like spicy.
And very spicy.
You feel that like burn
at the end, right?
On your lips at the end.
I don't know if that was like the alcohol or if I was eating Indian food again or...
I've only tried one Amburana, and it's the barrel Amburana, but this kind of reminds me of that.
I think that's the barrel strength stuff.
Well, not barrel strength. It's the barrel bourbon Amburana finish.
And I haven't had any of these.
You haven't had any of these, so it's not.
So it's not like I can pick them out.
But you should rate them. How do you feel? What do you like today?
There's definitely some sweetness at the end of that.
Indeed.
There's definitely some chlorine
like,
at the end of that.
Almost like a cereal. I don't know. It's a weird one. Whoa. That nose.
Yeah, it's strong.
It's just like powdered sugar.
You think?
Right on the nose, yeah. Do you get that?
In Miami, we call that something else.
Yeah.
Oh, the end of that was very, very different.
Wow.
That's where you get that. I get a lot of cinnamon in this one.
Yes.
At the end.
It's like cinnamon toast crunch.
That's definitely cinnamon toast crunch.
Which I think I know that.
That's definitely cinnamon toast crunch.
I think this is barrel Amburana finish.
Indeed. Let's go back to the chlorine finished. YMCA pool.
That is like so good.
It's like hints of YMCA's pool water.
What are you getting on the nose there?
I'm just getting a lot of ethanol.
Yeah, I wasn't getting much other than alcohol.
Right, just the sharpness from the ethanol.
Maybe some like oak. Like
No.
some oak.
Nothing? Not like oak or leather?
Definitely high proof.
Yeah, maybe a baseball kind of thing going on in there with a little
Some
bit of
ash.
Oh man, you know what this reminds me of is like there's like a certain smell that like a GP medium tent has, and this kind of goes with that. It's just like this weird. No, I don't know what the heck to call it. It's just like this weird musky kind of thing that there's like as soon as you like unpack that, there was like a smell to it, and it was just like oh.
That might be the first time anyone has mentioned that note on the bourbon tasting, but
yeah,
that's why we're unique, guys.
Well, I did spend 27 years in the Army, so there's that.
That's true.
But this is it's a different smell. Just like if you went to REI and you bought a new tent, like that has its own smell to it when you bring it home and set it up.
It's almost like it's so sweet at the end, like honey almost.
There's I get the sweetness, and there's a little bit of spice. There's some sharpness to that.
Such a good variety, like not just all oak. Like we have a lot of different flavors going on here.
I like the cinnamon toast crunch. I like the GP medium. I like them all.
This is my favorite. This is
the cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah. I mean, just smell it. It's cinnamon toast crunch in a glass.
You don't believe this guy? Here.
Yeah, come smell that.
Just taste that right there.
I think this is some kind of wine finish, like grape.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
my last. I do not like wine barrel finished bourbons for some reason. But C is my first, A is my last. I have to decide between B and D.
I'm going CD. Because I do like this. Because it just brings me back to some army shit.
That is very cinnamon toast crunch.
Right?
That's amazing. Yes.
It's like if you took cinnamon toast crunch and just like mashed it up in bourbon,
It's delicious.
filtered it out, and put it in a bottle.
You know, one time I made a beer and I finished it with Fruit Loops. So it was an IPA, and then when I put it into the after I did the mash and then I started the fermentation, I literally poured an entire box of Fruit Loops into the thing.
Oh, let me tell you about a poor decision. As most of you don't know, I was a brewer for a while, made beer on a commercial level.
Taught me how to make beer.
Yeah, tell me, Mike. Mike was my home brewer guy. But I tried to put cake batter in a beer one time, like just threw a whole boxes of cake mix into a beer, and I thought that would taste good. And it did not. It was horrible. It tasted horrible. It was a mess to clean up, and I actually ended up tossing the whole batch. So just because something you think tastes good could go into a product doesn't mean you should.
Well, you know, I have one that I make that I've kind of worked out for a few brews, maybe 5 or 6 brews. It was an IPA that I do with Thai basil, hot peppers, and lemongrass, and I call it a Thai PA.
I love that beer.
And it's fantastic, but I tell you, the first time I made it, I put the lemongrass in there like right away at the fermentation started, and and the hot peppers, and it was so overpowering that I couldn't freaking drink it, you know, and I ended up throwing out the whole 5 gallons. It was brutal.
Well, beer making, you know, for secondary, they call it secondary, not the first fermentation, but the second. You want to age stuff and add flavors in secondary. So after about 7 days, that's when you start adding the flavors.
Yeah, I did it like the second day. It's like as soon
it can be a little overpowering.
As soon as I saw the fermentation starting, and then it foams up, and then there was always those times when like the fermenter blew out because I had it too full, you know, because I'm trying to get like as much beer out of that thing as I can. I don't want to waste it, you know, and then I end up with like 5 gallons, and I fill it all the way to the top, so it takes like forever to carbonate, you know, because I force carbonate it. So all right. So the cinnamon toast crunch is going to be my favorite.
Dude, that is so good.
Yeah. See.
That's my favorite. This is my least favorite.
Right, and I'm with you on this one as being the least. I'm gonna go with these two being even. They're not. They're all good pours, and it's not that A is any worse. This is just kind of weird.
All right, fellas.
Okay, I'm gonna do like that.
Tell me what you have here today.
Go B second, D last.
So,
Or third,
where are they?
second
Let's-
last.
Your first taste of A is Amador. It is 86%
The
proof.
wine finish.
It is 60% corn liquor, 20%
Okay, where's
wheat,
the bottle?
and it is a Chardonnay finish.
Yes.
B is Fiddler Chin Music Rye Whiskey at 110.2 proof. C is Barnell Bourbon, which is 116.42 proof, and that is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch that
Barrel
you were
bourbon?
looking at.
Barrel.
Where's the bottles?
And D is Penelope Toasted 112 proof.
Penelope's always fantastic. You got the bottles?
Well, all right. So, Chin Music was my second, and that is.
I think we were the same on the pick.
Which is actually a very unique one because it was finished on used baseball bats. But Amador, that's the wine finish, and this is my shelf bourbon here, and that is like not one of my favorites, to be honest. I don't like wine finished bourbons. But barrel,
Yeah. Well,
man, that's like straight up cinnamon toast crunch. That is so good.
And you can't go wrong with Penelope. Any of the Penelope line. So
my favorite was barrel,
then the Penelope.
Chin Music,
Okay.
Penelope, and then Amador.
Yep. I went the other way with the barrel, the Penelope, the Chin Music, and then the Amador. All right, hey, thanks guys. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. And please like, share, and subscribe. And in the comments, please leave one of your poor decisions. We'd love to hear from you.
We'll see you next time. Cheers.
All right, cheers.